The Trump presidency and President Donald Trump has revoked the security clearance of one of his most outspoken critics, former CIA Director John Brennan. CBS 4's Mola Lenghi has what the White House says is behind the action.
The White House announced that President Trump is revoking former CIA Director John Brennan's security clearance.
Mr. Brennan has a history that calls into question his objectivity and credibility.
White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders cited Brennan's criticism of the Trump administration on social media as part of the president's decision. Brennan's most recent public criticism of the president was in response to President Trump's tweet about former White House aide Omarosa Manigault Newman, saying, "It's astounding how often you fail to live up to minimum standards of decency, civility, and probity." The president is also considering striking the security clearances for some of his other critics, including former FBI Director James Comey, former Obama National Security Advisor Susan Rice, and former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper.
The president has a constitutional responsibility to protect classified information and who has access to it.
Former Director James Clapper says the move is unprecedented.
Well, if they're saying that I can't, the only way I can speak is to be in an adulation mode of this president. I'm sorry, I don't think I can sign up for that.
High-level security clearances are commonly granted to senior government officials after they leave office. Those clearances are renewed every 5 years to allow former officials to advise their successors. Experts say revoking those privileges puts the public at risk.
We're not going to be able to get the requisite knowledge that that these individuals have in their heads.
Sanders says the security clearances for current and former intelligence officials are also under review. Mola Lenghi, CBS News, the White House.
And just minutes ago, John Brennan responded on Twitter saying, quote, "This action is part of a broader effort by Mr. Trump to suppress freedom of speech and punish critics. It should gravely worry all Americans, including intelligence professionals, about the cost of speaking out. My principles are worth far more than clearances. I will not relent."